Hey guys, I was entirely correct on thinking and saying multiple times, oh, we're gonna get character details on Saturday. And we got double. So yeah, good thing that I emphasize that a lot. So first thing I want to kind of address here is the fact that, let me actually just do this real quick. I'm going to, yeah, okay. So Valiant Tales got pushed back 1 week. And he is technically no longer the 100th character of Sonic vs. Speed Battle. Now, was this maybe a scripted move because they wanted to have someone more hype up? Who knows? But yeah, so on Monday we will be having Burning Blaze instead of Valiant Tales. But yeah, I think they actually still describe him as the 100th character. Yeah, he's still listed as the 100th character, but you know, by technicality, Burning Blaze is our actual 100th character. So yeah, let's actually start with Valiant Tales just because he's earlier here and he was meant to be earlier. Of course, I hit my chord, so now everything goes to poo-poo. Yeah, so Valiant Tales, our 100th character, joins the roster. Prove your bravery and join the event, complete missions, blah, 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 blah. If you log in now, I think there's still time to get the 50 free cards for him, which is actually really helpful. Yeah, so make sure you log in right now. Get easy cards. That's like solid 3 to 4 missions worth of cards, maybe even 5. So yeah, oh god, my neighbor's dog is barking so loud. It's really annoying. I hope that you guys don't hear that. But we have bonus stage, so we have more gold rings. It's good. Bonus mission has Paladin Amy and Gawain. Neither of these characters are good. So yeah. Here's the actual stats. We have the render. It's exactly the same. No shenanigans here, like with Poopy Dookie Rockstar Cream. So we have 986, good stat spread. Maybe a 987 would have been better. For a knight character, I would have liked to have one more in strength. Not like it really matters, because strength is the weakest stat, but, you know, whatever. 986 is fine. So we have 2 new items. We have Sword Launch and Falling Sword. And then he also has Wind Boost. Wind Boost is meh. Ring Stealing is good. It's just not fast, and I don't think it's that long of a duration, so yeah. Not the greatest, but whatever. So Sword Launch. This sword has a trick. Hitting an enemy with this will cause ring draining effect for a short time, missing a period, you know. Whoever's writing these descriptions really, really, really needs to work on their grammar and spelling. Cause a ring draining effect. So that's actually, I think, the first character that has something like that, a ring draining effect inflicted on an enemy. Because we have ring draining on, you know, the super forms. But something that you can apply to another character, that's actually really interesting. If this goes through walls, this actually is probably going to be a very broken move. Something to very much look out for. Now, it's obviously not going to be that effective in first place, but, you know, depending on the range, depending on whether it goes through walls, I can see this being actually very good. And then, Falling Sword. Drop a sword on the rival in front of you, or behind you if you're in first. Okay. I think... Is this just the Excalibur one? I think it's just the Excalibur one. Obviously, this is worded a little weirdly. They never actually refer to, I don't think they've ever done something like referring to, like, oh, which, like, place specifically. Like, oh, I'm gonna go with, like, first place. But, floats over rival's head and drops down for some serious damage. Not the same wording, but, you know, something similar. Let me get this pop out of the way. So yeah, it's probably something similar to that, I would imagine, at least. But, you know, he looks solid. I'm really interested to see how Sword Launch will work. I still think that they need to give us a little bit more with these descriptions, like whether they go through walls and whether, and like, you know, general range. Like they can go medium range and we can figure out from there, like what that actually is in specifics. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see this guy. He comes out on the 25th, which is the Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Okay. So they moved. Okay, that's interesting. Sonic's birthday is exactly next week. At the time of recording, today's the 16th, and the 23rd is Sonic's birthday. Originally, Burning Blaze, I predicted that she would come out on the 24th. Because, you know, Tails was supposed to come out on the 17th. I don't know why they would push it back to the 25th. I guess they're making... It goes until the 2nd of July. Wait, how long is that? That's 1 week. Why are they making Blazes an extra day? Interesting. Okay. Maybe they're trying to go back to their normal Tuesday like they were last year? I don't know. I feel like I like the Monday. But yeah, overall, he seems fine. Let's go into Burning Blaze. So we have Sonic's anniversary gifts. This happens all the time. So we have challenger cards. It doesn't specify specifically Blaze, so it'll probably be most challengers. I would imagine all challengers will get some free gifts. Yeah. So, Tails Vault, 25 daily gift cards, you know, typical stuff. Challenger mode. Bonus missions are 9 and Dread. Interesting. 9 I think you can get some use out of just because explosive mines are really good. And he still has the best stat spread in the game. So, yeah. 9 you can get some use out of. Dread's crap is still very good, but the rest of his kit's really bad. His stats aren't the greatest. He has invincibility, which is the worst boost in the game. Yeah. 848. That's base Blaze's stats, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's to be expected. Let me actually get this chest. It's good that I have these cleared up. I tapped on that. Why did that... Interesting. Okay, yeah, so that's just base Blaze's stats. Which, you know, it's the typical, like, super shenanigans. It's the same thing, except they replace the boost with, the super form. It's called Soul Transformation. It will functionally be the exact same. It will be the exact 100% same. Yeah, her event goes until the 25th, so it's a 9-day event. Or it's 8-day, sorry. Interesting. Interesting, yeah. Okay. She's a challenger, which will make her cards very easy to obtain. If you get the vault, I feel like if you're playing every single day, and, you know, staying consistent with those challenger chests, which is, you know, something I need to work on, you should be able to get her to, like, level 10. Pretty consistent. Like, I feel like most people should be able to get her, like, level 10. Somewhat consistently. Which, you know, around that double-digit level areas where the supers start to be good. Because, you know, they have their starting rings, they have, like, a satisfactory amount of starting rings, and their boost is longer. So, yeah. Fire Whirl, I think it's okay. I'm not actually too sure. I haven't really used Base Blaze in so long, because I don't run rare characters. It's just not my thing. Then Lava Bomb is annoying. It is very annoying. So that's actually very good for, like, first place control. That's something that I think the supers have generally struggled with maybe the exception of, like, Super Shadow, is that if you manage to get them in first, which is where, you know, you want to be in first as a super, you want to sort of play more passively, to try and get in first, and keep your first place spot so that you can super form and then just get the free win. Or you want to be, you know, generally towards the pack, in the middle of the pack, sort of that area, so that you can get that super form and win at the end. Typically the problem is that they can't retain that because, you know, they don't have anything to catch up, so if they get hit, you know, they fall down a lot, and in general they just don't have too much first place control, just because that's how the base kits are typically designed. But Lava Bomb and Lightning on Burning Blaze and Super Shadow respectively, these are great first place tools that can help, you know, keep those behind you sort of in check. I'll say Lava Bomb is actually probably going to be more effective than Lightning, just because Lightning, as much as it is annoying, it's not necessarily that impactful, just because its stun duration is really short. But, you know, Super Shadow also has Storm Clouds, and that's very useful. But Lava Bomb, yeah, it's very annoying. Very long slowdown, so getting a Burning Blaze in first could actually mean a lot of trouble, which it'll be interesting to see how she plays. It seems like she'll be on the level of Super Shadow, who, you know, Blazing aside, everyone knows, I think at this point who's watched my channel, that Shadow's my favorite character, if you can tell from my profile picture, and, you know, the fact that he's my highest level depth character aside from the commons. But I think I don't know if there's really any debate for anyone but him being the best super, just because of Lightning and Storm Clouds being so good. Like, you know, Classic sucks, Super Silver sucks, Super Sonic's still okay, it's just his stats hurt him. And then Movie Super Sonic, who I guess you could also argue him, but the problem is that I don't think he's just on the level of Super Shadow. This is just the best super, I think, objectively. And it seems like Burning Blaze will be around his level. Maybe slightly worse because of the stats. You know, 4 on acceleration isn't really great, but still serviceable. I think her items are better, so, you know, around that same sort of level. I think it'll be interesting to see how she plays. So, yeah. Those are both the new characters. Let me know what you think of them. Both seem to be very good. I would say Burning Blaze definitely is at that, like, 10 or 9 spot along with the rest of the supers. I should really... You know what? I'm probably going to record a video right after this of my pre-100th character tier list. And then Valiant Tails, depending on how his items function, he could very well be he could be in that top 10 sort of spot. Very good. Yeah. So they're not anything like astonishing. It's nothing like when I was reading like Surge's kit and I was like, oh my god. But yeah. Still look to be very good. That's at least my thoughts. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and I'm gonna go record that tier list video. Bye!